Hey everyone, this is my latest game dev video log. It's been a little while. Excited to share some updates. Couple of big things you'll notice right off the bat. One is I'm no longer at a command center with a map down here and a mini map up here. I've gone for a little bit of an experimental view with the concept of making the game a little bit more immersive for the player and fun overall. So there's two ways that I might go with this. One is the idea of you being in a projector room, and these are your panoramic views, and maybe you're out on like an expeditionary aircraft carrier or something, and they've got a control room, and you're able to jump in and view this from the perspective of a drone. The other is maybe this is more of a futuristic spaceship that can run around. I'm not sure yet, but I'm playing with both ideas. One of the things I like about having the projector displays is it gives a little bit of an answer for fog of war. With VR, it's been kind of challenging for me to think through how to best implement fog of war. In a top-down, you usually just have big blacked out areas of the map. I didn't really think that was best for VR. So what I'm playing around with is this idea, similar but different, to have a range around your units where if you travel in your drone or whatever this is outside of a certain range, the screens start to go static and then eventually go into just turn to noise. So if I show this to you, for example, if I'm around my units, everything's nice and clear, but as I travel away from them, it starts to get more noisy and then eventually just becomes blacked out. That's the idea that I'm going for, and then as you come back, it gets all nice and crystal clear. The way that this works, and I am going to kick out a build for people to try and load it onto my Discord, is you have your right and your left grip buttons and your trigger buttons. So to move forward, back, left, right, you take your right grip and you pull backwards, forwards, left, right. If you want to go up or down, you take the left grip and you can go up and down. I've tried to make this a little bit fluid to give you a little bit of a feeling of inertia. When you want to do an orbit or rotate the vehicle, you take the two triggers and you hold them and you rotate, kind of like turning a steering wheel. And you can do this for left and right. There's at least one known bug with this, but I can rule it out with some play testing right now. If you send your units, which you can grab them like normal and send them out, then the area where they go, the noise and the fog of war dissipates in the sense that you can travel to that area. Couple of things on the user interface that I've added. This would be a global view, a regional view, and then a local view. Local view is not set up. You can see the tanks are just moving away and it's doing nothing. But the idea would be if you select your units, this view shows that one really close. For global view, you can click and jump to a location. Definitely work to be done here since there's no units around in an area. It just goes to noise right now. So more thought out, more things that need to be thought out there for sure. The reticle here is very tiny, but you maybe can see it. I need to make it bigger. I need to add in areas where, maybe this is where the fog of war comes in, is having it here, just to give it some sort of representation for the user. So those are some things I've added. I've also worked on, you can't feel it, but I've added in a haptic feedback. When you roll over a unit, you get kind of like the indicator that you've clicked on that unit. And then I showed this here maybe just on the side, but I'm playing around with this idea of having a top-down display to pay homage and also provide a benefit from a top-down RTS on your wrist so that you can know exactly which units you've selected. And then I can do that here with the left one as well. There's more work to be done there. I've kind of found when I bring my wrist down to my side and I'm selecting, I basically never see the screen until I look over, and then it kind of affects how I'm turning it. So I think it needs to be a little bit more out here. So I'm going to work on that. Yeah, I think that's most of everything that I have. This is more of a user interface test than anything. I don't have any enemies set up or anything like that. But yeah, excited to get your feedback on this. So thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys later.